Peace to everybody, back with another video. Happy 4th of July, everybody. And I do apologize if you hear fireworks in my video. It's because my neighbors are shooting them off, so I do apologize for that. But in the meantime, Melania wows in stunning white dress for 4th of July White House celebration. So yes, so Melania Trump was wearing a beautiful dress today that had everybody looking, heads turning and everything. So she was part of the 4th of July celebration today, along with her husband Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump gave a good speech, a very awesome speech, and he has put the fake news media on notice because they've been slandering him and everything else. So he has put the fake news media on notice. Melania Trump definitely got everyone's attention Saturday when she stepped out in a jaw-dropping white dress for a 4th of July celebration at the White House. So yes, so she had gotten everybody's attention with her beautiful dress that she had for the 4th of July celebration at the White House. And here is the beautiful dress that she was wearing today. This had everybody looking. So everybody was like, wow, Melania is beautiful. Yes, she is beautiful because she's a former model. And as you can see, what she is wearing, a beautiful dress, a belt to go with it. Here's another picture of Melania Trump with the beautiful dress that she was wearing today. And of course, her husband, Donald Trump. Here's another one. I love her style. I love the way she dresses. I like how her outfits match beautifully. And I know a lot of people are jealous, like, oh my God, I wish I could be like her. Well, keep eyeballing because you can't be like her. The First Lady looked just as striking as ever in sleeveless number that went down past her knees as she joined President Donald Trump for the 2020 Salute to America on the South Lawn. Yes, so she was looking just as striking as ever in sleeveless number that went down past her knees. So that's how beautiful her dress is. Here's Melania Trump and her husband Donald Trump doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Here's another picture of her and Melania, her husband Donald Trump, waving. Here's Donald Trump and Melania Trump again. She completed the jaw-dropping look with a red sparkling leather belt and white flats. Yes, so she has completed her outfit with her beautiful red sparkling leather belt, and she was wearing flats today. And as you can see here, here's Melania Trump and Donald. To say she looked perfect would be an understatement. Yes, it would be an understatement, but she still looks beautiful as ever. Here's Donald Trump with his hand around his beautiful wife. Invitations for the 4th of July celebration went out to those working on the front lines during the pandemic. Yeah, so there was a whole lot of invitations for all the people who were working on the front lines during the pandemic. The guests will be made up of frontline workers and their families, including law enforcement, doctors, nurses, and other as well as members of the military and their families. A statement provided to the Daily Caller read, yes, so there was all the frontline workers. There was the law enforcement, the doctors, the nurses, and others as well on top of it. Even, of course, the military and their families. In addition to music, military demonstrations, and flyovers to honor our nation's service, members and veterans, the President will deliver remarks that celebrate our independence and salute our amazing heritage. A recent WH press release about the event read, "The evening will culminate with a spectacular fireworks display over the National Mall." So, after all this, after Donald Trump gave his beautiful speech, there was an air show parade. So Donald Trump is pretty smart at what he could do. All right, he's pretty smart. He named all the fallen people. He signed an executive order today to have all those names put on Mount Rushmore, and they will never be removed, ever. All the people he had mentioned today, anywhere from Abraham Lincoln all the way down to who knows where, but there was at least about 20 names he had mentioned, all the fallen ones, and those names will be put on Mount Rushmore, and it will never be removed. Florida's fashion sense is always on point, and she's been noted numerous times before. Most recently, the First Lady shined when she showed up in a gorgeous white and black print dress for a celebration at Mount Rushmore on Friday. Yes, so Melania Trump is wearing a beautiful white and black print dress for a celebration at Mount Rushmore yesterday, Friday, July 3rd, 2020. So here is Melania Trump's Twitter, what she posted. She said, "Wonderful evening at the majestic Mount Rushmore," in the hashtag way, celebrating the spirit of America's independence and witnessing a beautiful display of fireworks. Let's reflect on the ideals that make this country great, and always remember the blessings of freedom and liberty. Hashtag Independence Day. Yes, so this is what Melania Trump had put on her Twitter account. And she is a beautiful woman. There are so many haters that are attacking her every single day on Twitter. And it's like, oh my gosh, who are these people and who sent them? And also it says, check out some of her other unforgettable looks throughout the years here, but I'm not going to click on the link for it. But yes, Melania Trump has wowed everybody with a beautiful, gorgeous white dress today that is completed with the red leather belt and her flats that are shoes, of course. And of course, you know, the fake news media, they're going to do everything they can. They're slandering Donald Trump day and night, saying he's this and that, doing this and that. And you know, the fake news media is not telling the truth. Why do you think half this stuff is not on TV like it should have been? Because they lie so much, the fake news media, and that's why Donald Trump put them on notice about slandering him and his wife. And I don't blame them for putting them on notice, because the news media, the mainstream media, had no right to be slandering Donald Trump and his wife. They had no right to do that. So this is what he has done. For 10 years, we did not have no Independence Day whatsoever. Thanks to the Democrats, they took our Independence Day away from us. Donald Trump gave back the Independence Day. The real enemies are the fake news media and the Democrat Party. Those are our enemies, and they can't stand us. So this is why they're hating on Donald Trump constantly, throwing every false flag at him. And Donald Trump is not falling for these because he knows what's going on. He's a businessman, not a politician. He just happens to be in the way, that's all. But he's undoing everything Obama did for the last 8 years. I mean, with Obama, he has done horrible things to this country for 8 years. And not once did he care about the American people at all. All he cared about was helping his people in Indonesia while he's destroying our country. Having General Flynn locked up for no reason at all. Because General Flynn knew all the truth, what was going on. So they tricked him into putting General Flynn to say a guilty plea when he wasn't. Think about it, what the Democrats are doing. Stop blaming Donald Trump for something he did not do. Look at the Democrat Party who did all these evil things. They're destroying our country. They're taking down statues. They're canceling culture. They're doing everything they can to tear our country apart until it ends up into a third world country. And we don't want that. This is why, patriots, you must stand up to these tyranny Democrats, because they are evil. The cabal are evil. They have no right to tear our country apart to make it a third world country whatsoever. This is tyranny, and it must be stopped immediately. This is why this is our Independence Day today. And they hate it so much. They'll do whatever it takes to stop it. But you know what? As long as you stand up to these tyranny people that are destroying our country by canceling culture, tearing down statues, and everything else they're doing. Leave your comments below. I am out.